How have you felt since getting the chance to join the Jaguars? I know, undrafted guy, you're here. How have you felt since you've been on the field working with the coaches?
I felt blessed. It's nice being here. I just every day I wake up and I get to come in the facility and play football for a living. So I mean, there's nothing I can feel other than great about it. And have people like CJ and Nick and Coach Peterson, Heath, all those guys. They pour into you. So it makes you want to go out there and give everything you got because you're not just doing it for you.
When you walk into a wide receiver room like the one the Jaguars have, I mean, you got Christian Kirk, who is a veteran guy who's played with like 3 Hall of Famers. You got Marvin Jones, who's been in the league for, years and has been successful. How much do you try and just kind of either sit back and kind of watch those guys when you can, or pick their brains at time to see, okay, well, what can I pick up from this guy?
All the time. I think they get annoyed with me, honestly, because I mean, Marv got 11 years in him. Kirk, I mean, he knows football better than 99% of people I've ever met. So it's just even Lujuan and Visk, anybody in that room. I mean, it's just you can learn from them, good, bad, what they messed up on, what they didn't mess up on, what they struggled on early. Just learning little bits and pieces of the game to further develop. It's a stacked room, and you got to take advantage of it.
All right, at Central Arkansas, man, you scored a bunch of touchdowns. Do you feel like, I mean, you're that red zone threat? I mean, you're the tallest receiver on the roster right now. Do you feel like that's like the backbone of your game, or do you want to be known for something else?
I want to be known as an all-around receiver. I want to be one of those guys that you put anywhere and you know what you're going to get out of him. You know you're going to get a play made no matter where he's at on the field. The red zone is just something about it. I like scoring touchdowns. I like all the celebrations and all that nice stuff. So it's just being in the red zone is just fun. But I want to be known as an all-around receiver.
How have you felt about your performance on the field through the offseason so far?
It's been good. I mean, my season at Central Arkansas has been done since November. So finally getting back out, getting the helmet on, being able to run around, catch passes, going against live people, defense, it's been fun. I think it's been really solid so far. I still have to develop more so the playbook, learning the playbook and alignments, assignments, and stuff like that. But other than that, it's just getting out there and playing football, and that's what I do. So that's what I like.
How hard is it for you when you walk in as a guy after the draft? I mean, you haven't been here that long, and then you kind of walk in. The veteran guys have had the playbook a little bit longer than you. You're playing catch up, trying to get at your hands and get your head wrapped around everything they want you to be able to do.
It's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got in there. I'm next to Marv. My locker is next to Marv and next to Ingram is next to Trevor. So you get in there, you get a little starstruck at first, and then after you shake that off, you realize we all are here to do the same thing, win games for this team, and you learn from them, learn what they did, so you could be in their position one day, and I mean, just keep getting better every day. So that's what I think of every day when I get up in there and I see that stacked room. I just get better.
All right, what's your plans? I mean, you got about a month off here before you got to get back for camp, and you got to be ready to go in camp because that's when the pads go on, things get a little bit serious. What's your plans for this off time?
I would say train. I mean, I feel like that's what everybody would say, but I would say train. I need to run routes, just stay in shape really, because I know when I get back it's going to be 100 degrees, humid, pads flying, emotions going, so it's just stay locked in and stay focused on what I have to do. And I mean, you can see who can play real football when pads come on. So I get excited for that one.
How hard is the balance? I mean, like you said, everybody kind of wants to train during that month to make sure they're ready to go when camp comes, but you got to make sure your body's fresh when camp gets around, because that's when you're really kind of grinding through it.
Yeah, the balance between training and relaxing a little bit when you have a little bit of time off. For me, the time off just means you don't got meetings. So, I mean, you still got to get up, live, go run around, go do stuff, and be active so you can stay focused and ready to go. But it's a lot better when you don't got to wake up at 6 in the morning to go to meetings and then go do this. And then, so, I mean, it's nice. I mean, I would definitely, it's not that hard to balance when that's your only job. If I could just get up and work out every day and I'm good for the day, then I did what I'm supposed to do. So that's what I like.
All right, you haven't had a whole lot of live coverage reps so far. When you get that first one during camp, is that going to be like, okay, this is my moment? This is kind of when this just became real. I'm going against an NFL corner for real with some pads on and with the ball in the air kind of deal?
Yes and no. I would be excited because, I mean, it's the first live rep in the NFL, but I've had a lot of those moments where, I mean, people say it's make or break, but it's another rep. I've practiced it 1,000 times. I just stick to what I know and stick to what I've been training and focused on and go out there and just do it. I mean, somebody in front of me doesn't really change too much other than now I got to react off him. But I mean, I've been doing it for a while, so it's just taking what I've learned and transferring it to the field.
Sweet. Appreciate you, man. Now, you're looking good out there.